Libra season's in full effect. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Raven. I got a few updates, so I'm gonna give you the obvious. Yes, I got a haircut. I feel pretty good. Been needing a haircut for a while now. And so I was going to use this video to basically tell you all some things that have been happening. Not to call out any names or any situations. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Some of the things I was going to say are a little too personal and too embarrassing. Not for me. Not for me. But then I thought more into it and I realized, nah, what good would that do? Doesn't really solve anything. Doesn't solve all your problems. You know, what good is doing that? It's like trying to take something that's purely negative and trying to solve this problem by making it more negative. Nah, don't do that. Nah, figured nah. I'm just gonna use this video, and yes, I'm vaping, and I have my reasons for vaping. I do get monthly migraines, and last year in March I got badly injured, so this actually helps me, you know, for spasms, occasional swelling and pain, so it really does help me take my mind off of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I got another collection of these also, but this isn't the stuff I always do. I don't always vape. I got edibles and I got other stuff too, but figured why not. So in this video, I'm just going to get in front of a camera. I'm just going to get high and just tell you all what I really know. Tell you all how I view things, and figured I'd use this video to also give you some updates. So, there you have it. Alright, so before I get into this video, this is going to be my next shout out. And in these videos, I'd like to do some future shout outs. Give everybody some little bit of credit. You know, I did a shout out on my boyfriend Fred. I technically did a shout out on Raymond. I think I did one on Daniel too. I haven't done one on my best friends. So, I'm going to do one. So, shout out to my best friend Sabrina. Her and I have been friends for 15 years. And here's to 15 more and forevermore. And I got another friend named Ashley. I've known her for a good about 7 years. And so, here's to more years ahead. But, there is another shout out that I have. And he makes some killer music. So, this shout out is brought to you by The Freak. Follow him on Spotify and Instagram as he has more and more music coming up. This is definitely for mature audiences only, as he does make really killer tracks. I love your work, man. You do pretty damn well. Sorry if I'm stuttering. Yes, I'm really high. But anyways, follow The Freak on Spotify and Instagram and get some more updates based on his music. So there you go. Alright, let's get right into this. And I know I am vaping. I'm just doing quick little hits. So you may see the smoke, you may not. But it is what it is, so there you have it. Alright, so here we go. Yes, I'm back on that electric bike. I've done some more adjustments. I've done a few little things. I did get a new helmet, as you guys saw in some of the pictures and in my one video. My helmet got really scraped up. Really, really did. And my bike, it didn't show all the damages. And the damages on there are fairly not bad. It's not too bad. You know, on the left grip, there is a nice little scratch. There is some tears in there. On my left pedal, definitely got scratched. There's definitely some scrapes on there, as if I had wiped out and slid. And then there's some more scratches on one side of the spokes. And one of the biggest adjustments I had to do was the handlebars. Because when I rode on it, I think I rode back on it like last weekend or something like that. Yeah, it was last weekend. And I noticed the handlebars were very loose. And there's this plastic ring right around it. I'm not sure what the purpose of that really was, but it's cracked. And I noticed it got really loose. But I got some tools and I was able to fix that. So, you know, at least the handlebars are good. But there is some more work I got to do on that bike. I definitely need to work on the brakes. I really need to work on the brakes. The brakes are a big one. I want to fix that torn grip, and I don't know what I can do about the pedal. I mean, I could touch it up, but that's about all I can do on that pedal. As far as the spocks go, I mean, they're scratched, but they still seem to work pretty good. You know, the only thing is that they're scratched, but other than that, that's really all about it. So I'm back on my bike. I mentioned I got a haircut, so yeah, I've been needing a haircut for quite some time now, and I always get short, layered hair because it really helps me big time. Really helps me when I need to shampoo and condition it, and because I am a custodian, it really helps me. It really, really helps me with that. So, you know, that's good. And, I mentioned earlier in this video that Libra season's in full effect, so yes, it's Libra season. And, you know, lots of people are making a big deal about my birthday coming up in a few days. Big whoop, I'm going to be 24. What else is new? We're only getting older. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm not excited about it or anything, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay. Another year of me working, paying bills, doing adult things. It's just another year, really, of just getting older. That's all that really is. But I have a feeling that my year of being 24 is going to be really interesting. I have a feeling there's going to be quite a few changes. But change is only good if it's for the best. I just have this feeling like my 24th year is going to really be different. It's not going to be like all the other years. It's not going to be like that. Well, another thing too, I have to work on my birthday, so, you know, okay. Not the first time I've had to work on my birthday. I have to work on some holidays also. But, oh yeah, we also got the holidays coming up, so I don't know what's going to happen on Halloween, but I know Thanksgiving and Christmas is going to be around the times where I can't take off. Now, speaking of taking off, I did take a couple vacation days off, and every blue moon I take a vacation. Every blue moon I call off. I rarely call off unless if I absolutely have to. And my biggest reason for doing that is because in my district, there's a lot of weird things going on. There's a lot of strange things going on. And so I'm not going to be able to take any time off until like Thanksgiving time, which is going to be in like a couple months. So I figured I'm just going to take this opportunity to just do what I do best. You know, I work really hard all the time, so I could use a little break. We all need a break every once in a while. I had to put that away. Ooh. I had to put that away before I get way too out there. So, alright, let me finish this video up. So, I mentioned earlier that it's Libra season. And believe it or not, it's in full effect. I learned something recently. So, the funny thing is Libras have quite a reputation on us. We're hated by many, but we're loved by plenty. We're stubborn as a mule, but we're quite patient. We either care too much or we don't care at all. Our anger slowly builds up. But once we reach a breaking point, that's it. That's really it. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because when I was a teenager in high school, and people will tell you this too, I had no patience. I had no patience at all. Let alone tolerate anything. Had tolerance for anything. None of that. I had no patience and I didn't tolerate a lot. But now I'm older and I noticed this when I was 18 and started working on my first job. I learned a lot about patience. I learned a lot about tolerance. Basically putting up with a lot. And the older I got, the more patient and tolerant I've become. That's the craziest thing about me. And another thing too, when I was a teenager, like when I was a kid, when something made me upset or mad, I didn't hold nothing back. You know, piss me off, I'm gonna make it known. Then the older I got, the slower and slower it's built. I've actually calmed down quite a bit over the years. May sound like a surprise to you guys, but it's true. It's how it is. Wonder why. Things have really changed since I was in high school and, you know, growing into an adult woman. There's lots of things that I've learned about myself recently that has really changed. I'm pretty sure I had a lot of people hate me over the years in school, which, hey, what else is new? I was also bullied as a kid. So, yeah, I would know. Loved by plenty. Yeah, there's people out there that love me. There's a few people out there that love me. And I do my best to show them the respect they deserve. Nothing too, like, I care a lot about the people that I have in my life. My family, my friends, my boyfriend, my coworkers, my boss, you know, lots of people that I have in my circle. I tend to go out of my way to show that I care, but at the same time, things can really get out of hand. Like when something has really shifted my gears. My anger has really made itself known, but slowly. I tend to take quite a bit. I tend to put up with a lot. It's mostly me tolerating things nowadays. Me having patience for everything. And I do so just because it's like, okay, we ain't got time for this. But when something has really rubbed me the wrong way, yeah, I've made it known. I'm gonna make it known. It's how I am. And another thing, too, there is one thing that has not changed. There is one thing that has not changed. I don't get jealous, I don't get embarrassed, and I don't envy nobody. I really don't. May seem really crazy for you all to hear, but it's actually true. I'm not joking. For me, I have other ways to handle things. I handle certain things my own way. And 9 times out of 10, it works. And people are going to be like, what about the 10th time? Well, the 10th time would mean I've been defeated. And don't expect to see that too often either. Don't expect to see that too much. And there is, however, one thing that has not really changed. I noticed this hasn't changed. I tend to keep a lot of things to myself. I really do. Like, I tend to really hold a lot of my feelings inside. Lots of times will say, yeah, I'm fine, everything's fine. But when I say, yeah, everything's going pretty good, or yeah, everything's good, yeah, everything's cool, I really mean that. I really do mean that. There's no problems. But the words, when I say everything's fine, or everything is just great, that just means, like, I'm holding back some feelings, I'm not happy at all, and at the same time, I don't wish to tell anybody my problems. And it's not that I don't trust anybody. It's just who really needs to hear them. You know, why tell them my problems? Because I'm sure they got problems of their own too that I don't know about. Sometimes it's best to deal with them yourselves, especially if you know no one's going to really help. And to back up what I was saying about, especially if you don't think anybody's going to help you, well, I don't tell lots of people my problems because what I have really, it's just too personal. It's just something that really I mostly would rather handle myself. And when I don't feel like talking about them, I just don't talk about them. But if I feel like talking about them, I'll tell you. Sadly enough, I'm the type of person that holds back a lot of my feelings and tends to just put on a smile and wave and act like everything's fine. But I do so because the truth is that even though in public I put on a smile, I brush things off, just get them off my, yep, okay, whatever. But behind closed doors, or not in front of a camera, strong women tend to actually let out all their anger, all their sadness, cry it out too, rage it out. Because I wouldn't want anybody to see me that way. Many have seen me upset. Don't get me wrong. Many have seen me mad, sad, depressed. Many have seen me that way. But there's a side of me that very, very, very few have seen. And I don't wish to bring that side of me out. This side I'm talking about, basically I get really upset to where I get so angry that I don't know what comes out of my mouth. I don't care what's around me, where I'm at, what my surroundings are. And back to the whole I don't know what I'm saying, all kinds of things fly out of my mouth. All kinds of things, and most of them can be quite hurtful. You know, I'm not denying anything. I admit this. I don't like to possess this side of me. I don't wish to show it off. I don't wish to wake up that beast. But sometimes other people provoke me to do that. Society, most of the time, provokes me to do that. That's why I tend to hold back a lot. I don't wish for anybody to see that side of me. I don't wish to even talk about it, but it's true. I think everybody's got that one side where it's completely black and you just lose all control. Very, very, very few have seen this side. But know that I don't wish to show it. So, yeah. And then, you know, I want to get back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, what my 24th year is going to be like. Everybody's going to be like, oh, do you do your own horoscope readings? In a sense, I guess. I wouldn't really call it horoscope readings per se. I have a feeling like my year being 24 is going to really be different. It's not going to be like all the past years that I've had. It's not going to be like that. I just have this feeling like there's going to be some changes going on. Some small changes, of course, but quite a few really big changes. Some for the good, some for the worst. But every big change that I see coming for me is going to have quite risks. It's going to have that. I got this feeling like this is going to be different. It's not going to be for better or for worse, actually. I know I said that earlier, you know, some changes for the best, some changes for the worst. I don't know, it's a little bit of in between. Alright, I should probably make this video quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it right then and there. I've got some more videos coming, I promise you guys this. You know, I know I haven't been uploading that much. I know I haven't been uploading, you know, recently, but I'm gonna try getting better at that. You know, we are all adults and we've got responsibilities. That's another thing too. It's so easy to get into the life of responsibilities, which are normal. Don't get me wrong, they're all normal. We all have jobs, you know, we all have bills we gotta pay. You know, we gotta feed, we got water, and we just basically gotta live. Or try to live. It's so easy to dive into the consistent life of responsibilities. But we all must remember to set time aside to take care of not only ourselves, but to also keep in touch with what it's really like to have fun. You know, for those of us that have friends, set time aside to actually talk with them. I need to do a better job of that myself, which I'm trying to get better at that. Set time aside for that. And, you know, have fun and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the company of those who love you and those who care about you. The thing, though, is a lot of people that we have in our lives, we think that, you know, even though we care about everybody and we try to, you know, go out of our way to show it, just because the people in your life are in your circle, not all of them are going to give them back to you. But for those who do give you love and do care about you, appreciate your company with them. Appreciate your time with them. Anything can happen in this world. Anything can really happen. And we all never know what will happen. Unfortunately, you know, it's the part of life. So, you know, I love you all. Thank you for your love and support for everything. And another thing too, I want to do some more shout outs also. I want to give people some credit, especially they deserve it, and I want to give more respect to those who deserve it. So if you all would like a shout out, would like for me to do a shout out, just if you follow me on social media, let me know, just hit me up. And otherwise you can just leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to give that to you guys. So I love you all. Thank you for watching my channel and I will see you next time.